Hi, my name is Wan. I'm a coach based in Singapore. Today, I would like to share some basics capacity of ChatGPT, and I'm going to use an example related to COP26. Let's get started. I will first start with an introduction and followed by the four capabilities of ChatGPT. I would like to share a general strategy for using ChatGPT and a general prompt. Before the end of the sharing, I would like to share some of the topic for the upcoming video. Let's come to this introduction. Currently, there is a lot of interest in ChatGPT. So the motivation is rather simple to demonstrate what it can do for everyone of us. So I have selected four capability, and in this sharing, I'm going to assume I am a person who is interested to research about COP26 and probably launch a project related to COP26. Before I go further, if you are in front of a computer, please log into ChatGPT, and here's the link. And I also have a Google document that have a list of prompts for this sharing. I will share the link into the description of this video. Pause this video if you have not have access to the ChatGPT and the list of prompts for this sharing. And the first capability of ChatGPT is finding information. To be more precise, it is consolidating information from multiple sources in response to the question that you may have. Is in this example, we're going to find out what is COP26. So the prompt is very simple. What is COP26? And here is the prompt. Here is the screen for ChatGPT. And we are going to put the first question into the prompt. What is COP26? So from here, COP is referring to Conference of Parties and related to climate change. And let's review what is COP26. It is a conference on November 12th, October 31st to November 12th, 2021 in Scotland. And it talk about greenhouse gas emissions adapting to climate change. If you need to read the text, you may pause the video or run the prompt yourself. That is COP26. And to enforce the learning from this sharing, I have a question for you. what do you understand about Paris Agreement 2015? And the question is, construct a prompt to help you to understand about Paris Agreement 2015, and it's designed to help you to reinforce the learning. And it seems the ChatGPT also has something similar in search. And you may wonder, how do we take advantage or leverage on ChatGPT? Here is a general strategy. The first one is divide and conquer. As you can see, COP26 is a huge topic, and climate change, of course, is another huge topic. And we can divide a huge topic to multiple parts so that we can help each task individually using ChatGPT. And you will see the strategy in use throughout this sharing. And sometimes people may afraid what should they, what is the best way to ask ChatGPT. Since we can try again and again, I would suggest that in each iteration, you try to learn from the result. And that is 2 points in the general strategy. Let's see what can ChatGPT do besides finding information. The second capability is summarizing information. I think the first prompt has already shown a glimpse of the capability in summarization. Here is a more specific form, a more specific prompt in demonstrating the capability of summarization. Within COP26, there is COP26 goals, and I would like to know one by one rather than a whole chunk. So it's about strengthening the Paris Agreement. You probably know a bit from the previous questions. Net zero emissions. That is adapt to the impact of climate change. Fourth is how to finance climate change. And last but not least, international cooperation. So here is some information about the COP26 goals, explained one by one. If you need to read the text, you may run the prompt yourself or slow down this video. And for this capability, the question is, what are the pros and cons of each energy type? Pause this video if you need some time to design a prompt to answer this question. And what is the third capability of ChatGPT? Brainstorming. Let's try this example. What are some ideas in relation to COP26 goals for the community? First one is increase energy efficiency. Second, promote renewable energy. Third is reduce waste. Fourth, plant trees and green space. Fifth, prepare for extreme weather events. and advocate for change. As you can see, there are different ways a community can engage. And let's see what is a question for this capability. So design a prompt that will help you to answer this question. What are some ideas to respond to negative impression of COP26? And so far, we have observed the three capability of ChatGPT. In the next few minutes, I would like to share a general prompt for ChatGPT based on my experience. Since ChatGPT can understand English in general, what are some ways to help ChatGPT to provide us information that we need? I will propose we divide our prompt into three parts. First, clearly stated what is the outcome we are expecting. So outcome is probably possible, some result, some information, some expectation. And second is what is the background information as an input to generate the outcome that we are expecting. It could be background information, the events that have happened, or information relevant to produce the outcome we are expecting. And to help ChatGPT to produce results that closer to what we are expecting, I propose you have a third section called constraint. What you don't want to see or what you don't want to have, and what could affect the outcome based on the input that you have provided. Let's see one example. And this is the fourth capability of the ChatGPT. And in this capability, ChatGPT can help us to produce a first draft of communication material for our own purpose. And this is the prompt that I'm going to use in these demonstrations. So I would like ChatGPT to help me to write the first draft of a letter to my community to protect ecosystem near our beach. And what is the background information or input? We have observed erosion of our beach is more severe year after year, and people tend to leave rubbish after use of the beach. And there is also some project going on, and we want to ask idea from the community on protecting the ecosystem. So what is a constraint? We are expecting the letter to be clear and passionate. Let's see what is the first draft of the letter from ChatGPT. And here is let's refresh the screen. Oh, here is the response from ChatGPT. So here's the response. As we all know, our beautiful beaches are one of the main attractions of our community. However, in recent years, we have observed the erosion is becoming more severe, and we are seeing more and more rubbish left behind after people use the beach. The issues are threatening the ecosystem of our beach, and we must take action to protect it. We are writing this letter to ask for your ideas and support in protecting the ecosystem near our beach. We believe that every member of our community has a role to play in preserving the beauty and the health of our environment. Here is the rest of the letter, the draft letter, and you may pause the video or slow down the video to read it. And that is an example. And the question for this capability is, how do you update the prompt above that I just shared to share about the upcoming carnival on protecting the ecosystem? It's a question for the fourth capability of ChatGPT. And you may wonder, what else can ChatGPT do? And I would like to share the more advanced capability of ChatGPT in these two topics, helping you to land your next job using AI tool. And the second topic is self-care. And this will be a paid webinar. The link will be shared in the prompt for this sharing. I hope you find this sharing useful, especially on the capability of ChatGPT. I have shared 4 capabilities. The first one is finding information from various sources. Second, summarize information. Third, brainstorming. Fourth, producing material for communication. Thank you for your attention.